Hello and welcome to our latest installment of Sing Along with Amy. It's great to be here again. I've put together a patriotic program for us today because Memorial Day was on Monday, and no better reason to celebrate with some patriotic songs today. First up is America the Beautiful. I have a little bit about the song. I'm sure everyone knows it. The lyrics to the song were written by Catherine Lee Bates, who was an English professor at Wellesley College. And at the age of 33, in the year 1893, she had taken a train trip to Colorado Springs to teach a short summer session at Colorado College. Several of the sights on her trip inspired her, and they found their way into her poem, including the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, the White City with its promise of the future contained within its gleaming white buildings, the wheat fields of America's heartland, Kansas, through which her train was riding on July 16th, and the majestic view of the Great Plains from high atop Pikes Peak. So she published the poem in 1895 in a church periodical called The Congregationalist. The first music to be written to the poem was published at that time as well, and by 1900 at least 75 different melodies had been written to go with the poem. A hymn tune composed in 1882 by Samuel Ward, the organist and choir director at Grace Church, Newark, was generally considered the best music as early as 1910 and is still the popular tune today that we all know. Just as Bates had been inspired to write her poem, Ward too was inspired. The tune came to him while he was on a ferry boat trip from Coney Island back to his home in New York City after a leisurely summer day, and immediately wrote it down. Unfortunately, Ward passed away in 1903, never knowing the national stature that his melody would attain. But Catherine Lee Bates lived until 1929, so she got to see her poem become one of America's most popular songs. This is America the Beautiful. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful love that song. Thanks for joining with me. Next, in honor of Memorial Day, I wanted to share the songs of the U.S. Armed Forces. So that is the Army, the Marine Corps, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Coast Guard. And I will try to spread them all across my music stand here. So this is going to be a medley of all the service songs. When you are doing a medley of service songs, there's a prescribed order that you have to do them in. You either do them from the most recent branch of service to the oldest, or the other way around. So I'm going to do it from the oldest branch to the youngest branch. So starting with the Army, then the Marine Corps, then the Navy, then the Air Force, and then the Coast Guard. So in honor of Memorial Day, please enjoy the service songs. If you have a loved one who served, especially who lost their life serving, please stand up and sing and show your appreciation. Here is the Armed Forces Medley. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, hey, the Army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong, for where'er we go, you will always know that the Army goes rolling along. Valley Forge, Custer's strength, San Juan Hill and Patton's tanks, and the Army went rolling along. Minutemen from the start, always fighting from the heart, and the Army keeps rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, hey, the Army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong, for where'er we go, you will always know that the Army goes rolling along. All right, time for the Marines. From the hills of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines. Our flags unfurled to every breeze, from dawn to setting sun. We have fought in every clime and place where we could take a gun. In the snow of far-off northern lands, and in sunny tropic seas, you will find us always on the job, the United States Marines. All right, next up is the Navy. Stand, Navy, out to sea, fight our battles Next up is the Air Force. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Atom boys, give her the gun. Down we dive, spouting our flame from under, off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame or go down in flame. Hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. Minds of men fashioned a crate of thunder, sent it high into the blue. Hands of men blasted the world asunder. How they lived, God only knew. Souls of men dreaming of skies to conquer gave us wings ever to soar. With scouts before and bombers galore, hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. All right, next up is the Coast Guard. From Aztec shore to Arctic zone to Europe and Far East, the flag is carried by our planes in times of war and peace. And never have we struck it yet, in spite of foemen's might, who cheered our crews and cheered again for showing how to fight. We're always ready for the call. We place our trust in thee. Through surf and storm and howling gale, high shall our purpose be. Semper Paratus is our guide, our fame, our glory too. To fight, to save, or fight and die, I, Coast Guard, we are for you. All right. That is our Armed Forces medley, and it's played with deep appreciation for everyone who served, and especially all those who sacrificed it all for us. So, thank you. Also in honor of Memorial Day this week, I brought in the poem In Flanders Fields, which you may have already heard this week, but you can never hear it too many times, I think. This was written by John McCrae, who was a Canadian physician who served in World War I. And it was written in 1915. And it says, "In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch, be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields." Beautiful poem. All right, back to some music. Next up is a favorite of a lot of people here at Green Spring. This Land Is Your Land. It's one of the United States' most famous folk songs. The lyrics were written by Woody Guthrie in 1940. He based it on a tune that already existed by the Carter family called When the World's on Fire. And the song was written in critical response to Irving Berlin's God Bless America. When Guthrie was tired of hearing Kate Smith sing God Bless America on the radio in the late 30s, he sarcastically called his song God Blessed America for Me before renaming it This Land Is Your Land. And in 2002, the song was one of 50 recordings chosen by the Library of Congress to be added to the National Recording Registry. So, this land is your land. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. When the sun came shining and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the was chanting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. All right. Apparently I can't make it through that song without messing up a couple words. I even wrote them down, but hey, it's all good. So that was This Land Is Your Land by Woody Guthrie. We're going to keep going with the patriotic tunes, but before we get to the next one, I just wanted to let everybody know that next week is going to be the last live sing-along. So if you have any song requests that you've been holding on to, please let me know, because there's only going to be one more live show for now. I'm getting ready for a baby to arrive in about 5.5 weeks, so just starting to step back from some things. So please do let me know. You can reach me at the intermissions number 703-923-3141 and leave a message there, and I will definitely get your song in. Otherwise, I'm going to be helping out in the sales department for the next month before the baby gets here. So exciting stuff. But it's been a real pleasure to host this show and keep on singing with all of you all, even though we haven't been able to see each other in person. All right, this next song is a patriotic song called You're a Grand Old Flag. It was written in 1906 for the musical George Washington Jr. And it was first performed at Herald Square Theater in New York City. And it was the first song from a musical to sell over 1 million copies of sheet music. And it says the original lyric for this perennial George M. Cohan favorite came from an encounter he had with a Civil War veteran who fought at Gettysburg. The two men found themselves next to each other, and Cohan noticed the vet had held a carefully folded but ragged old flag. The man reportedly then turned to Cohan and said, "She's a grand old rag." Cohan thought it was a great line and originally named his tune, "You're a Grand Old Rag." So many groups and individuals objected to calling the flag a rag, so he decided to change it back to, or change it to flag. And it says in the play itself, they still sang rag, and despite Cohan's efforts to pull that version, a lot of people recorded it under its original title and even published sheet music with the original lyrics. But nowadays we know the version that doesn't mention anything about a rag. You're a grand old flag. Sing this one through twice since it's such a fun one. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true neath the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true neath the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. All right. That's a fun one. And next up, we have our favorite medley to end with, We'll Meet Again and God Bless America. I know We'll Meet Again is really a song associated with Great Britain, with Vera Lynn making it famous. But I think it has been very popular over here as well, and can resonate with anybody who comes from a military background and has had a loved one deployed. Just recently, the song went to the charts again. They recorded a new version with Katherine Jenkins that reached the charts in the UK in April. And then in May, the original reached the charts in Great Britain up to number 55 because they were celebrating the 75th anniversary of VE Day. And then God Bless America, we all know, it was written by Irving Berlin during World War I in 1918, although he kind of scrapped the song until the run-up to World War II in 1938. And that version that he wrote then became Kate Smith's signature song. Irving Berlin decided that the song, he wanted to revive the song as a peace song as we were watching the rise of Hitler in Europe here in the United States. And Irving Berlin was Jewish and had arrived from Russia at the age of 5. So he felt it was important to bring this song to America, and it was introduced on Armistice Day in 1938 by Kate Smith. Here is We'll Meet Again and God Bless America. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I'm sure we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies chase the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that you know? Tell them it won't be long. They'll be happy to know that when you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I'm sure we'll meet again some sunny day. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us pledge allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Well, thank you so much for joining us and singing today, and I hope everybody had a very nice Memorial Day, and I will look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a great day.